I don't really know anything about Serra Pelada. All I know is that there was a huge gold rush there in the 80s and that billions of dollars worth of gold got found by hand.
Parker Schnabel explored a mining cooperative in Peixoto, Brazil, in search of the best gold deposits. He was stunned by the vast resources, especially a remarkable display of copper ore.
Here, they have the biggest gold nugget that was discovered in Serra Pelada in the 80s.
Delving into the mining operations, Parker was impressed by their productivity. They mined nearly 4 tons of gold annually, far surpassing Yukon's output. But will the owners agree to share their gold-rich secrets with him? Join us as Parker tries to strike a deal that could change his future. The golden secrets of Peixoto's cooperative. Parker's journey also took him to the Salmateas mine, run by Gilberto and his son Micah. Here, Parker saw the potential of the area, highlighted by past successes and ongoing operations. The mine had 3 distinct gold veins and 500 acres still rich with resources waiting to be tapped. It also had a custom-built wash plant named Blue Dragon, designed to handle the tough clumps of earth with great efficiency. Throughout his adventures, Parker wasn't just watching, he was actively involved in the mining process. His hands-on approach led to moments of excitement and challenges. One funny moment was when he tried to extract something stuck deep in the ground. This turned into a lighthearted ordeal involving a bucket rescue plan. Parker admired the innovation and friendly nature of the locals. He felt a strong connection to the place, considering it one of the most promising sites he had ever visited.
Do all of the admin for people that are doing the mining.
Aí a cooperativa gerencia a parte documental.
His exploration ended with a cleanup, marking the end of a productive and enlightening visit. But this wasn't the toughest part. Parker faced many challenges during his journey. The heat and rugged terrain tested his limits. Yet his determination and the help of the local miners kept him going. Parker's dedication to his work was evident in every step of his journey. He learned a lot from the local miners, who shared their techniques and secrets with him. This exchange of knowledge was beneficial for both Parker and the local community. One day, while working on a particularly challenging site, Parker and his team discovered a rich vein of gold. The excitement was palpable. Everyone could feel the significance of this find. It was moments like these that made all the hard work worthwhile for Parker. But finding gold wasn't the end of the story. The real test was extracting it efficiently and safely. Parker's team had to be careful and precise in their operations. Mistakes could be costly and dangerous. Despite the difficulties, Parker remained optimistic. He knew that with persistence and hard work, they could overcome any obstacle. His positive attitude was infectious, inspiring everyone around him to give their best effort. As Parker's journey in Brazil came to an end, he reflected on everything he had learned. The experience had been eye-opening and rewarding.
In all the years of doing these trips, Peixoto is probably one of the better areas we've ever been to.
He left with a deeper appreciation for the local miners and their way of life. As the cleanup started, Parker Schnabel thought about how successful his trip had been. His job often involved finding new places for his mining company to work, and this time, he found a lot of gold. There was so much more gold in Brazil than in the Yukon. Watching the operations, he saw an impressive 47 ounces of gold, worth about $100,000. This showed just how profitable mining in this new region could be compared to the Yukon. This venture was not just about the money, it was also a big challenge. Parker saw it as a risky but potentially life-changing opportunity that could change his career. He learned about a new mining technique using a floating processing plant and wondered if there was land nearby to try it out. But this wasn't the toughest part. When they talked about the land's potential, Parker and his team were unexpectedly asked to leave the site. Even though this happened, Parker didn't lose interest. He was determined to make a deal with local miners, Gilberto and Micah. He suggested a deal that he hoped would lead to a profitable partnership. While waiting for an answer, Parker got briefly distracted by seeing a capybara. This brought some lightheartedness to the tense negotiations. He and his team had a casual moment, thinking about the rich mining possibilities in Peixoto. However, the deal with Micah and Gilberto didn't happen. Gilberto was happy with how things were going and didn't want to complicate his business with new partnerships. Parker understood this decision, realizing that sometimes it's wise to keep things simple when they are working well. But this wasn't the end of the road. Parker quickly came up with a new plan. He was determined to keep looking for opportunities in Peixoto. He planned to come back, stake a claim, and explore more possibilities. He kept talking to local stakeholders, keeping the door open for future operations. The journey turned out to be more than just a business trip. It was an adventure that tested the team's strength and brought them closer together. Looking back on the experience, Parker saw it as one of the most important and exciting trips he had ever taken. As the trip ended, he felt a mix of emotions. He appreciated the strong connections he had formed with his team and already missed the camaraderie. The trip was a big success, leaving Parker and his crew feeling proud and eager for future challenges. After exploring Peixoto's cooperative, Parker heads to his next stop, Peixoto de Acevedo, the strategic gold co-op of Peixoto de Acevedo. Parker visits Peixoto de Acevedo, starting his journey at a co-op, potentially the largest in Brazil. His attention is drawn to the cooperative in Jesuvet Peixoto, noted for its distinct operations compared to Serra Pelada. The cooperative provides valuable insights and suggests areas for exploration, making it an essential stop for anyone considering investments in the sector. The facility impresses Parker, starkly contrasting with what he has observed in Serra Pelada. Gilson Kemboyne, the director, proves to be a resourceful contact. The region is recognized for its rich mineral deposits. At this cooperative, administrative duties are managed while overseeing the mining operations directly. In Peixoto, while the land is privately owned, the cooperative controls the mining rights. It supports over 200 individual mining activities and funds initiatives to prevent illegal mining on indigenous lands. The presence of illegal miners casts a shadow over the entire industry, reflecting a widespread challenge. The cooperative collects a small royalty fee of 0.3% from the production revenue. Despite this modest fee, with its many members and substantial gold output, the cooperative maintains a healthy financial base to support operational and administrative needs. Impressively, the cooperative extracts about 4 tons of gold each year, outstripping the total yield from the Yukon's placer mining, which amounts to about 70,000 ounces annually. The 4 tons of gold annually amount to approximately $200 million in value. This level of efficiency and organization places the cooperative well above Serra Pelada's operations, highlighting its superior organization and productivity. In fact, this cooperative's scale surpasses the entire placer mining industry in the Yukon.
Plate thing work, Parker?
If you take a copper plate and clean it with a bunch of battery acid.
Regarding staffing, each dredge at the cooperative employs 5 workers, supported by 3 assistants. Unlike the mining conditions in the Yukon, where extensive thawing is necessary to access gold-rich layers, here miners use water jets to directly strip the gold-bearing sediment to the pit's bottom. This slurry is then pumped out by dredges and processed through movable sluice stations where the gold is collected. But this isn't the worst part. The challenge of illegal mining remains, casting a shadow over the impressive achievements of the cooperative. This method allows for the equipment to be quickly dismantled and reassembled to follow the gold trail effectively. The fine gold, due to its light weight, often remains suspended in water, making it challenging to capture. At his current site, Parker learns that Clever mines gold worth $2,500 every 8 hours, totaling about $3 million annually. The operations Parker observes are sophisticated, highlighting numerous advantages in showcasing a well-developed infrastructure conducive to a prosperous mining enterprise. This visit underlines the cooperative's substantial impact on the regional economy and its role in supporting a thriving mining industry. Despite the sophistication, there's more to the story. The struggle against illegal mining is a constant battle, showing that even with the best systems in place, challenges persist. The cooperative's ability to maintain such a high level of production while supporting so many individual miners is remarkable. Parker is struck by the cooperative's efficiency and the dedication of its workers.
If there's an opportunity to make something happen down here or try to pursue it further, I will.
Each dredge operates seamlessly, contributing to the overall success of the mining operations. Yet there's another side to the coin. The environmental impact of mining activities cannot be ignored, posing another layer of complexity to the operations. Land rights and regulations are well defined in the area Parker visits. more so than any place he has been before. He sees potential for involvement in this community. As he steps onto indigenous territory, he understands the importance of respect. He has arrived at a Kayapo village, where the community sustains itself by fishing, hunting, and gathering local plants for food and traditional medicines. Parker observes as they pass around farina made from manioc. Manioc, or cassava, is a root vegetable commonly ground into a powder to make farofa manioc, a staple at meals. Fascinated, Parker notes how integral this food is to their daily lives. Parker is there to meet Megaron, a respected Kayapo chief, thanks to Larissa, who arranged the meeting. Upon greeting Megaron, Parker expresses admiration and introduces himself and his friends, Larissa and Diego. The greetings continue warmly as they settle in. Parker asks about the community, learning that around 6,000 or 7,000 indigenous people live in the park. He inquires about their successes and struggles, and Megaron details the difficulties brought by outsiders.
Daqui dia nós temos que usar só pano, porque não paga, o ouro grosso rola na placa.
At the beginning, they didn't use mercury, like at the very beginning, because the nuggets were bigger, I guess, probably.
Many invaders bring poverty, contaminate the rivers, and make it hard for them to fish and hunt. The land suffers tremendously from these invasions. Since 2018, illegal gold mining has escalated across indigenous territories in northern Brazil, particularly in the states of Para and Roraima, destroying over 50,000 acres annually. This invasion severely disrupts the indigenous community's way of life, leading to serious consequences like malnutrition and health problems. But this isn't the worst part. The constant threat of losing their land hangs over them every day. Megaron is determined to bring attention to these injustices. He emphasizes that it's not just about their community, it's about all indigenous communities. Many people in the world are never satisfied, always wanting more, regardless of the harm they cause. In Para, there are ongoing efforts to resolve conflicts between the Kayapo people and miners. Megaron expresses a simple yet profound wish for his people to live in peace and be happy. They have everything they need right here in their land. Megaron notes that, in Peixoto, relations with the locals are peaceful. There are no issues with illegal miners here because they do not allow trespassers on their land. He is grateful for the opportunity to share his community's story with the world, stressing the importance of Parker's visit with a camera to spread their message. They just want to be left in peace.
People live like in this area or in this particular park?
Parque tem 5, 6, 7 mil.
As Parker thanks him for his hospitality, he reflects on his own community's strong indigenous roots. Visiting this village and hearing about their struggles resonates deeply with him, making him somewhat melancholic. It's disheartening to see how hard they must fight just to maintain their way of life and to be left alone. But this isn't the worst part. The environmental damage caused by illegal mining is also taking a toll on their health and resources. Parker learns that the community uses traditional methods to manage their resources sustainably. They have a deep respect for the land, taking only what they need and ensuring that their practices do not harm the environment. This approach stands in stark contrast to the destructive methods of the illegal miners. Megaron points out an area where the forest is particularly lush, explaining that this is where they gather medicinal plants. They have remedies for many ailments, passed down through generations. Parker is impressed by the knowledge and wisdom of the Kayapo people. Their way of life, deeply connected to nature, is something he admires. He realizes how important it is to protect these communities and their traditions. Despite their efforts to preserve their culture and environment, the threat of external pressures remains constant.
Can you ask him if there's gold in the upper material, or do they just have to wash that to get down to the better stuff that's at the bottom?
As Parker prepares to leave, he feels a strong sense of responsibility. He knows that sharing Megaron's story is crucial. The world needs to hear about the struggles and resilience of the Kayapo people. On his journey back, Parker thinks about the lessons he has learned. The Kayapo community has shown him the value of living in harmony with nature and respecting the land. He hopes that by raising awareness, more people will understand the importance of protecting indigenous rights and the environment. In conclusion, Parker's visit to the Kayapo village is eye-opening. He witnesses a community rich in culture and tradition, but also facing significant challenges. The strength and resilience of the Kayapo people inspire him to take action. As he leaves, he carries with him a profound respect for their way of life and a commitment to support their fight for justice and peace. With the cooperative's challenges in mind, Parker now heads deeper into the Amazon, ready for new challenges. Madeira River Mystery. In the dense jungles of Brazil, Parker Schnabel and his crew navigate the Madeira River, searching for gold deposits rumored to be worth billions. As they progress, an unknown boat suddenly approaches aggressively, causing tension among the crew. Mistaking the occupants for pirates hostile towards journalists, Parker and his team quickly steer away, heightening the sense of danger in the area. Parker realizes this region mirrors the unpredictability of the Wild West, where risks are high and safety is never guaranteed. After escaping the immediate threat, Parker gathers his team to stress the importance of staying together and remaining vigilant, recognizing the harsh realities of their expedition. As their journey continues, they come across vast areas of deforestation caused by gold mining. The sight of 20 acres of barren land is just a glimpse of the annual devastation that affects 30,000 acres due to illegal mining activities. The landscape bears scars of deep ecological damage, indicating that the forest might never recover to its original state. But this isn't the worst part. The constant threat of illegal mining looms over them, showing the difficult path ahead. To cover more ground, Parker decides to split the group. He pairs up with Diego to find their guide, Magnum, while Danny and Larissa explore in another direction. This division allows them to delve deeper into the heart of the mining operations. Danny and Larissa discover a site where illegal mining is actively taking place. They see the environmental and ethical dilemmas firsthand. Despite the damaging practices, the miners are driven by economic necessity, earning significantly more from mining than they could in urban jobs, sometimes up to 15,000 reais a month. This insight into the miners' lives highlights the complex challenges of illegal mining. The environmental cost is steep, but for the local workers, the financial benefits are a compelling reason to continue. Parker contemplates the delicate balance needed between supporting the livelihoods of local communities and protecting the environment. This exploration sheds light on the urgent need for sustainable solutions that can address both the economic and ecological aspects of gold mining in the region.
Tem o barro, aí vem a areia, que é o cascalho, fica o ouro.
So yeah, mud, no gold, sand, gold, and the bedrock is where most of the gold is.
The day's experiences leave Parker and his team with a deeper understanding of the intricate issues at play. They recognize that finding effective solutions requires a nuanced approach that considers both the human and environmental impacts of mining activities. Parker learns that illegal mining is not just an environmental issue, but a social one as well. The miners depend on the income for their families, making it hard to simply shut down these operations without offering alternatives. The team realizes that to make a real impact, they must work on solutions that provide sustainable livelihoods for the miners while restoring and protecting the forest. As the team regroups, Parker shares his thoughts on the importance of finding a middle ground. They need to advocate for fair practices that help the local communities while preserving the natural environment. This journey has shown them the real stakes involved and the urgent need for change. As the journey progresses, Parker Schnabel and his team venture deeper into the Amazon and stumble upon an illegal gold mining operation. They are greeted warmly and offered coffee, but Parker quickly focuses on the glistening piles of gold being processed. The miners show Parker their recent haul, sparking a discussion about the weight of the gold. Estimates are around 50 grams, but Parker thinks it's a bit more. His guess turns out to be correct. The gold weighs 51 grams and is worth just over $3,000, a significant sum for 12 hours of work. This highlights the rich gold potential of the area. The miners explain the breakdown of their profits. They keep 30% of the gold, while the remaining 70% goes to the owner of the operation, who finances the necessary equipment such as sluice boxes, pumps, and motors. Despite receiving only a fraction, the arrangement is profitable for the miners. But this is not the worst part. Parker soon realizes that the real beneficiaries of this operation are not the miners, but the distant organizers who profit from the chaos and hard work. This exploitation underlines a problematic aspect of the enterprise. While waiting for the return of their guide, Magnot, the crew tours the mining site. Their visit the day before had alarmed many miners, who mistook them for police due to their foreign appearance.
These people here, they're working for a commission. Even though it's a small percentage, it's pretty good income for them.
This misunderstanding highlights the miners' constant vigilance against the authorities. The mining operation itself is basic but functional. The miners use high-pressure water to break up the ground and sift the resulting mud for gold. They transport the gold-laden mud to sluice boxes built by hand from local materials. These makeshift structures can be quickly dismantled in the event of a police raid, showing the precarious nature of their work. But this is not the worst part. The environmental damage caused by such operations is severe and leaves lasting scars on the landscape. Parker reflects on the stark differences between these illegal operations and regulated mining in other regions. Parker notes that such activities at a place like Maripak would carry serious legal repercussions, including lengthy prison sentences. One of the miners asks Parker if he wants to meet with the operations supervisor. Parker declines, thinking he's seen enough and doesn't wish to get involved any further. As they prepare to leave, Parker is left with mixed emotions. The site provides essential income for local miners, but comes at a significant environmental and legal cost. This experience leaves Parker concerned about the impact of such operations on the pristine Amazon ecosystem and the broader implications for global conservation efforts. He recognizes the tarnish it brings to the reputation of mining as an industry. The miners' livelihoods depend on this work, creating a complicated moral dilemma. Parker learns that miners earn significantly more from gold mining than they could from other jobs. This financial benefit makes it difficult for them to leave the trade, even though it harms the environment. The team realizes that any solution must address both the economic needs of the miners and the need to protect the environment. As Parker and his team return, they discuss the complexities of the situation. They need to find ways to support these communities while also promoting sustainable mining practices. This trip has shown them what is at stake and the urgent need for change. Parker's journey raises a tough question. Is the miner's economic benefit worth the environmental cost? Like, comment, and subscribe for more insights and join the discussion.